Oh, great. My name is Simunza Muyangana. I'm a director for innovation and entrepreneurship for Bongo Hive, a hub in Lusaka, Zambia that we founded in 2011. Core of what we do is support innovation and the development of new products and services from idea all the way to investment readiness. We can do this with startups or we can do this with corporations. With startups, we do it through our entrepreneur support programs. We offer co-working space, and we're now raising a fund to be able to support them. On the corporate innovation side, we offer corporate innovation consultancy and also software development for corporates that want to develop new digital services and products. When we started out, the initial need that we started off with was training. And this was just capacity development for people in software, so graduates that had gotten out of university. There was a gap between what they'd learned in college or university and what people were expecting when they got into the workforce. So we started off by just volunteering to do work and have conversations around how they could develop the skills in that regard. After that, the question then became, oh great, now that we can build apps, now that we know how do we actually run businesses after these things. And so that's when we decided to add idea development and incubation to then support people into becoming enterprises. Over the years, we've supported a good number of companies, helped them raise over $7 million, and we continue to do that. And so that's now become the core of our focus. I say that I have what I call ecosystem envy, in the sense that when I travel to different cities around the world, the question that comes in mind is like, what pieces of this can we do in our own countries? And a route for me was startups, like startups being able to provide products and services that make businesses grow better, products and services that improve people's lifestyles and so on and that kind of thing. And so that's the joy I get out of helping startups. It's like seeing our own cities, our own towns, our own villages get better because there's an opportunity for new businesses to be developed or new products and services to be developed that improve. Yes, on one front, in the sense that digital adoption, COVID did accelerate digital adoption to an extent. And because digital adoption did take place, then demand was created for what people could do with digital services. So yes, to an extent, not at the level that we would have loved it to be, but there are other factors to be considered in that equation. I know it from the point of view that we have had a startup that has successfully gone through the process to be able to do so. So I think if you look at building startups, then they get to a point where they've got something that can get into the market, but then the resources for them to be able to do so and the financing for them to be able to do so sometimes is lacking in different countries and different places. We've experienced that here in Zambia, and part of our solution to that was setting up an angel network. But how much of that really, how much do high net worth individuals or those that have become angels have to put in? It's early days, they're taking a risk, and we want this to succeed. So I think Catalytic Africa accelerates and provides more money to the startup so that it de-risks the angels in being able to do so, and encourages more angels to be local angels to invest in local startups. But also, after the investment has been made, there's need for support of the startup after it has received money to be able to continue getting into the market and achieving milestones and getting to growth. And so having the hub partners being able to continue to support the company, and especially if the startup has come out from a hub, Catalytic Africa also solves a piece of that. So we've just gone through due diligence, and we're happy to say that the company that we supported will be able to access funding from Catalytic Africa. Yeah, so the startup, so the founder came to us through a Women in Tech program that we run together with a partner, Standard Chartered Bank, which we support women who are building either tech enterprises or enabling tech within businesses that they already own. And in the process of doing so, we got to a place where she did very well. So out of 10, she made it into the top 5. We were able to give her a grant of $10,000. And having given her that grant of $10,000, she started applying that to operations within her business. And with that going on, she then decided to raise more money by then going to the local Zambian Business Angel Network. When she pitched with the Zambia Business Angel Network, an investor, so the business is called Reviews, and it's a marketplace for people to gain access to people who work in construction. So handymen who work in construction. Yeah, so it's a marketplace for handymen. And in the process of doing that, she managed to get an angel who decided to invest, but because she had come through a Bongo Hive program, and Bongo Hive being a member of AfriLabs, and ZBAN, the Business Angel Network, being a member of ABAN, those two, that click allowed her to then apply to Catalytic Africa to confirm, to say, I've got an angel, I've been through a Bongo Hive program, I've got an angel from ZBAN who has invested money, can I have a matching grant to support this? We were asked to say, is she really a company, a founder that has gone through a program, which we proudly said yes. Again, they collected the angel's details. The angel network was also asked to confirm if the angel was from the network, and that confirmed as a yes. Then the rest was just now detailed documentation. I think the beauty of working with fellow practitioners, the common shared, the shared knowledge that we get, the networks that we create with people across countries, and also opening up the opportunities for your own founders to be able to have a landing place that they can go to when they're having a conversation with people outside, when they're expanding to other countries outside of your own country, is one thing. And as a hub, if there's a network in your area, or you have investors who are members of, who sign up to Catalytic Africa, when your investors do make an investment in a startup that has come from your hub, the advantage of that is that it then, depending on how much is invested, there's a matching grant that is provided to the startup, but also a certain percentage comes back to the hub to continue to support the startup in the early stages, that as they continue to now apply the funding towards their company. What's to lose?